And this game, actually, if this game really happened, that would look so good on the pitch, wouldn't it? Who would win the Euros if it was just based on the quality of the home kits? The concept is really simple. I'm going to take all the 24 kits, I'm going to rank them in order from 1 to 4 in their groups, and then I'm going to work out who plays who in the knockouts until we eventually finish with one overall winner. Let's begin with Italy's kit then. So Italy's kit, made by Puma, looks really nice, a good strong badge on it, and I really like the pattern that they've got here. It's kind of like a Roman mosaic almost type vibe going on, which I really like. I really like their dark collar and the trim on the arm, which is dark blue as well. That kind of just sets it off nicely. Really nice design by Puma, this one. Let's move on to Turkey. Well, their kit is predominantly white. It's got this round collar, which is red. I'm not that keen on that. The trim matches it on the arms, which is okay. I quite like that they've used a flag in the middle of their kit. I guess that's good for a national team, but I'm not keen on the big red bands, really. Let's move on to Switzerland then. Another kit made by Puma, and again, not a bad kit, really. It's quite nice. I think when you get close up to this kit, you can see that there's a bit of texture and a bit of detail on there. Again, not massively keen on round collars, although they are quite a popular thing at the moment, really, so maybe that's just me being out of touch. It's okay, the Switzerland kit. And then we move on to Wales's kit, made by Adidas, and I really like the V-neck on this. It's quite a sharp V-neck. I think that looks really effective. They've kind of got this like weird orange and blue thing going on the sleeves. I'm not sure where that comes from. And the Adidas 3 stripes there are kind of the kind of orangey golden colour as well. It reminds me actually very much of like a Spain kit. It's pretty smart though overall. So where am I going to rank these kits from 1 to 4? Well, knocked out immediately out of Group A, not going any further, is Turkey. Out of the 4 kits, it's definitely the weakest one in my view. In third place, I've got Switzerland. It could do okay against a weaker opposition from another group in the next round. Italy and Wales, which one's going to take the top spot? For me, Italy get it. Italy top, Wales second. Let's move on to Group B. So Group B is Denmark, Belgium, Finland and Russia. Let's begin with Belgium. Now Belgium's kit, again, another Adidas kit. It looks really smart. They've got there's a lot going on this kit actually. You can see there they've got this kind of like diagonal black. It's not one stripe, it's kind of got red mixed into it and also different textures and patterns. I kind of like that. I really, really like the trim on the neck and the sleeves, which is black and yellow, obviously incorporating the colours of the Belgian flag. The badge, again, looks pretty smart too. And overall, a very tidy kit. Let's move on to Russia. Again, another Adidas kit. This one has, again, something that's become quite popular is this kind of patterned effect, not just a plain colour. I'm not sure it's working on this particular Russia kit that well. They've got a big white trim on their sleeves and their collar is a V-neck. They've kind of got this red bit here and then it kind of goes into the patterned effect. And to me, it just looks like they've cut off the top of one shirt and stuck it to the bottom of another shirt. Finland made by Nike. I don't know what to say about this kit. For me, it looks like something that would have been very good in the 1990s. Massive Finnish cross, clearly. It's based on their flag quite obviously. It looks like something you might find at like secondary school sports or something. Not a fan of the Finland kit. And finally in this group, Denmark. And Denmark's kit is made by Hummel. This is a nice classic Danish kit. I love the white sleeves and I love the arrows on the sleeves that are red. That looks really smart to me. The badge, again, nice and big. On an international kit, a big badge to me is a good thing. So let's rank them in order then. No surprise that Finland having an early exit out of this group. Not a nice kit at all. I don't like this one. In third place, Russia, and then it's between Denmark and Belgium, and I really, really thought hard about this one because both of these kits are very, very nice, I have to say. I gave it to Denmark just on the basis that it's clean, it's a little bit different, but it's kind of classic at the same time. I really like that. And the Belgian kit, nothing wrong with it at all, but it's in second place in this group. Let's move on to Group C, which is Austria, Ukraine, Netherlands and North Macedonia. Let's begin with Austria. This looks like a kit based on like an Arsenal kit to me. It's red, it's got the white sleeves, full white sleeves with a little bit of red trim at the end and a big white collar. I'm not a massive fan of that big white round neck collar. If they'd done something a bit different with that, maybe I'd have preferred it. But again, they've got the nice logo there for Austria. Ukraine, I kind of like bright international kits and yellow international kits should, in theory, be really good. But you think of Brazil and Sweden and things like that. Ukraine's kit, though, again, it just doesn't look like there's much design and thought gone into it. There's nothing exciting going on there, really. North Macedonia now, and their kit is really, really classy. Dark red with white trim, kind of like the collar. It's round neck, but it kind of opens up a little bit as it comes down, so that's good. They've got this really nice effect in the sleeves and at the front as well. Now, if you look closely at that effect, it looks like some kind of wildcat or something. So I'm not quite sure what the story is there, but it looks good. Their badge, though, could be bigger. Anyway, overall, decent kit. And that leaves us with the Netherlands. I'll be honest here, I've kind of alluded to this when I talk about Ukraine, but I really like bright kits. It's bright orange. It's got the black trim on the collar. It's got the black down the side. And it's got this patterned effect as well, which is all the rage at the moment. But their patterned effect, I think, works really, really well. So I'm a big, big fan of this Netherlands kit. And it's no surprise that that takes the top spot in Group C for me. I've put North Macedonia second, because I think that's a really classy kit. And I think it's a lot better than a lot of other kits in the tournament. And then I've put Austria and then Ukraine fourth. And then we get to England's group, Group D. So England's kit is kind of a very classic look. They've got the badge and the logo in the centre. I'm not sure that works that well in 2021 personally. I'm not a massive fan of badges down the middle of kits and a round neck as well. I'm personally not a huge fan of that. I will admit though, it does look clean and actually quite smart too. Let's move on to Scotland then. Scotland, made by Adidas. Now Adidas, unusually on the Scottish kit, have gone for a round neck collar, but they have got this beautiful shades of dark blue and the stripes, horizontal stripes going across, which I think work really well. They've got a touch of red and white in their sleeve. I'm not quite sure why they've got the red. Scotland's badge looks okay too. It's quite big. I think it could be bigger as well, but overall, decent kit from Scotland. And we've got the Czech Republic. This one to me is just very plain, very ordinary. The badge is cool though. They've got a really good logo. I like that. And the blue trim does work fairly well, but meh, it's just a bit boring. And then we come to Croatia. Now, Croatia kits are Marmite, aren't they? You either love Croatia kits or you can't stand them. Personally, I quite like a Croatian kit. This one looks very good. I mean, it's kind of just exactly what you'd expect any Croatia kit to be with the Czechs. It's so unique in world football. You've just got to kind of admire it. The red and white with a bit of blue. Overall then, I've ranked these in the following order. I put the Czech Republic last. It's a bit boring. England in third place. Again, it's not the best England kit we've ever had. For me, it's okay, but it's not brilliant. I've put Croatia second because I'm a big fan of Croatian kits. But Scotland's kit is classy. It looks really good. And I've put them at number 1 in Group D. And we get on to Group E, which is Sweden, Spain, Slovakia and Poland. Let's begin with Poland. Do you know what it looks like to me? This looks like a polo shirt that your dad would wear on a night out. And they've stuck a massive badge in the middle of it. I'm not a fan of this whatsoever. The badge placement ruins it. But also it just kind of looks a bit like a polo shirt. It's not great. Let's move on to Spain. And they've made by Adidas. They've got this beautiful 3 stripes that are kind of gold and yellowy colour. I really like that on the Spain kit. They've got lots of shades of red going on, which I think works really well on this kit. And the collar's pretty decent too. Overall, I like this kit. Slovakia then. Slovakia, a blue kit made by Nike. It's, again, lots of pattern going on. It's not a bad kit, Slovakia's, but for me, it's not doing anything special really. And then we get to Sweden. Now this is a stunning, stunning kit. It looks classy, it looks clean, it looks retro, and it's bright yellow obviously because you get Sweden. It's got this beautiful dark blue trim all over the collar, the 3 stripes. It's got them on the arms. Then it's got this kind of like lighter blue stripe going through some of it. It's just a stunning kit. So it's, again, no surprise, Sweden are top in this group. Spain are second, Slovakia third, and Poland are fourth. And then we come to Group F, the group of death, as lots of people like to call it, which is France, Germany, Hungary, and Portugal, all in one group. But in terms of kits, who's nailed it? Let's have a look at Hungary's first. Made by Adidas. This is a nice kit. It's got the red horizontal stripes, like the texture in it. It's got the 3 stripes underneath the arms as well, rather than on the arms, which is unusual. Their collar is okay. It's not a bad kit at all for Hungary. I don't get Portugal. Portugal's kit colour seems to change every tournament. Like, sometimes they're really deep reddy purple, and then other times they get this kind of thing, which to me looks like a golf shirt. Kind of looks like something you might go out on a Saturday night rather than wear to an international football tournament. Then we've got France. So France is lovely blue kit made by Nike. They've got this dark blue and kind of a lighter blue going through it with one red band across the middle. I think that works really nicely. This is a quality kit. It looks really classy with the white logo and the white badge. Very nice kit from France. Germany then, made by Adidas, and they've got this really nice white with a pinstripe black horizontal stripe through it. Another quality kit from Adidas in my opinion. And I really struggled to pick between France and Germany for this one. And I gave it to Germany just. I mean, it was so close. But Germany get it for me. They get the first spot. France are second, Hungary third, and Portugal fourth in this group. So let's look at the third place teams then, because obviously 4 of these teams have to go through. So we have got Switzerland, Russia, Austria, England, Slovakia, and Hungary. And 2 of those 6 kits have to be knocked out because they're not up to scratch. The first team that I'm knocking out of those 6 is Switzerland. Their kit is just a little bit too boring for my liking. And the second team that I'm kicking out is, for very similar reasons, is Austria. And it's just, again, it's okay, this kit, but yeah, it's not gonna do anything. It's not gonna go any further in this tournament. The other 4 teams that are left, Russia, Slovakia, Hungary, and England, all their 4 kits have something a bit more interesting going on in them, in my opinion. So let's move on to the round of 16 then, and let's begin at the top of the bracket. It's Denmark against Hungary. Again, these 2 kits. This was harder than I thought it was going to be, actually. Hungary finishing third in their group, but they were in quite a strong group, really, with Hungary, along with Germany and France. I like the Hungary kit quite a lot. Denmark, they were in a group that was not as strong. When it comes down to it, I actually prefer the design of Hungary's kit. There's a bit more going on, but Hungary's kit for me just pips it. So Hungary knocked Denmark out to reach the quarterfinals. Next matchup, Italy versus North Macedonia. North Macedonia really coming into this tournament with a quality offering, and I really do like their kit. However, for me, it has to go to Italy here. It's just a lot. It's just such a classy kit. It's a quality kit, so Italy are going to go through. Next up then, in the round of 16, Germany take on third place Russia. No surprises here. That it's an easy walkover, really, for Germany. It's just a much better kit than the Russia kit, which I wasn't that keen on anyway. Who's going to play Germany in the quarterfinals then? Croatia or Spain? Really tough game, this one. Croatia versus Spain with these kits. 2 quality kits, actually, in my opinion. I do love the Croatian kit, and I also love the Spain one a lot. This one's so tough. I just feel like Croatia, for me, it's just a little bit different. It just gives something a little bit extra. So I'm going to put Croatia through to the next round. And in the bottom half of the round of 16 bracket, we start with Sweden taking on England. And in my opinion, there is a clear winner in this game. And unfortunately, it is not England. England going out in agony once again in the round of 16 against Sweden, whose Adidas kit is just a classic. It's just a quality kit. So fighting for a chance to play Sweden in the next round, it's Scotland taking on France. Now, these 2 kits are actually fairly similar in a lot of ways. They've both got the round neck collar, they're both blue, they've both got different shades of blue. It really comes down to personal preference. They've even both got a bit of red on their kit. France have got the red band across the middle, Scotland the red band on their arms. For me, overall, I just slightly prefer Scotland's kit. And then we get to the Netherlands taking on Slovakia. Now, Netherlands kit is absolutely quality, bright orange, lovely pattern on it, and it knocks Slovakia out of the park with ease to go into the quarterfinals, in my opinion. And the last game in the round of 16 is Wales versus Belgium. The Welsh kit and the Belgian kit, they're 2 very, very good kits. They're both made by Adidas. I think the Belgium kit is actually going to be a bit of a Marmite kit for people. I think you'll either love it or hate it. I don't actually hate it. I actually do love it. But I just think Wales's kit, with the kind of golden Adidas lines on it and that kind of thing, for me, just edges it. So Wales go through to the quarterfinals. So that means the quarterfinals are Hungary versus Italy, Germany versus Croatia, Sweden versus Scotland, and the Netherlands taking on Wales. What a fantastic lineup. Let's begin with Hungary versus Italy. Now, Hungary finished third in their group, but they are on a roll here. They've come up against Italy, though, who have a stunning blue kit that looks quality. Out of these 2 kits, Italy's Puma kit with the dark collar, the lovely pattern, beats Hungary in a narrow game. And I've put Italy through to the semi-finals. Germany v Croatia then, in the next quarter-final. Again, Germany's classic look, clean lines, looks fantastic against Croatia's checkerboard of red and white. Very different kits, complete contrast to each other. For me, on this one, I prefer Germany's kit over Croatia's. Germany's kit, as much as I like Croatia's kit, Germany's just has it. It just has the edge because it's going to look so classy on the pitch. And then we get to Sweden versus Scotland. The quarterfinal no one was expecting. Sweden with their lovely yellow kit and Scotland with their blue kit. And this game, actually, if this game really happened, then that would look so good on the pitch, wouldn't it? Those two teams playing each other on the pitch would look fantastic. This is where Scotland crash out in a blaze of glory, though. They put up a good fight. They try to beat Sweden, but they're not beating Sweden's classic yellow kit. And then we have Netherlands versus Wales. And the Netherlands, again, with their stunning, bright orange kit. Again, there's a clear winner in this particular quarter-final, and that is the Netherlands with their lovely orange kit. The Wales kit is a very good kit. They did well to get to the quarterfinals, but for me, the Netherlands all the way. Semi-finals are Italy versus Germany and Sweden versus the Netherlands. This is a quality lineup of 4 fantastic kits. If any one of these could win and could be rightfully proud of their victory. Italy versus Germany then, who's going to win this one? I mean, this is so hard because both of these kits are genuinely really, really lovely. Italy, again, going back to that lovely big badge, they've got the pattern, which I just think looks fantastic. Some of these kits have awful patterns, but the Italy pattern looks fantastic. And the Germany kit is very, very strong too, but I'm just going to have to give this edge to Italy, probably on penalties, if to be fair. So Italy through to the final, knocking out the Germans. And then we have the bright match, Sweden versus Netherlands. Bright yellow, bright orange. Which one do I prefer? The Netherlands kit is awesome. I love it. I love the orange kits anyway. And when we're at a tournament with the fans there, the orange Netherlands fans always look incredible. But I have to hand this one to Sweden just because their kit is just pure loveliness. Like, it is just so classy. It is absolutely... It does knock Netherlands out quite comfortably, in my opinion. It is just, that's how good a kit it is. So which one's going to win the 3rd, 4th place playoff? Germany versus Netherlands. Again, fairly straightforward. Just like Sweden knocking the Netherlands out was fairly easy. I actually think that the Netherlands kit is way better than the German kit, and the look of the draw for the Germans got them as far as they did. Which leads us to the final. Italy versus Sweden with their 2 absolutely lovely, lovely kits. What a final this would be if it was based on quality of kit, because these 2 are stunning and I would genuinely buy both of these kits. But it might come as no surprise to you that overall, I'm going to have to give this one to Sweden, because look at this kit. Look how awesome this is. It is clean. I love the retro style. I love the bright yellow, the clean lines. It is just one of Adidas's best kits that I've ever seen, and I love Adidas kits, but they have absolutely knocked this Swedish kit out of the park. So Sweden take it, Italy 2nd, Netherlands 3rd, Germany 4th. What do you think? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Do you think, why have you knocked someone out in the group stage when it was such an awesome kit? I would love to know your opinion on this. Which kit would win your Euro 2020 tournament if you based it just on home kits? Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you really soon for another video.